Hey guys, it's Heat Dude. I guess I want to come back on here and do another video. This time talking about, the new Avengers Doomsday trailer with Letitia Wright's Shuri from Black Panther 1 and Wakanda Forever. Which again, I don't know. It's no really hate towards her as a character. I never really found interest in her character since I guess maybe Black Panther 1, which I don't know. Maybe that sounds a little biased. It's like, so yeah, I guess the trailer starts with her walking in the middle of a deserty wasteland and stuff, which I'm assuming this has gotta be probably somewhere outside of Wakanda or something, because it don't even look anything like Wakanda, but I could be wrong. It just looks like somewhere that looks exactly like, one of the locations from the Star Wars movies, even though it's not really a Star Wars movie, but I don't know. I might be wrong about that too. But yeah, like Shuri Strip says, I've lost everyone in my life I cared about, which, oh my god, that kind of breaks my heart a little bit to even really say that or even repeat those words. It's like, because again, I guess Shuri took over for T'Challa after he died and became the new Black Panther, but I guess it was said that M'Baku became king or something, and I'm like, okay, so I don't know. I don't even know how that whole thing works, but I don't know. Again, this trailer actually looks pretty damn good, to be honest. Even for just basically taking place in a fucking deserty wasteland and stuff. I'm still kind of wondering, like, why in the world is she really walking in the middle of a desert for? Which, again, like, it's kind of good to see that, she's like walking with the rest of the Wakanda, team and stuff. Like, it just kind of goes to show how much she's grown since the first and second movie, obviously, even though I haven't really watched the second movie, to be honest. It's just like, I don't know. I might actually talk more about that later, but again, because again, like, M'Baku's in leadership and, Shuri's, ambitions being, protector, it really seems like it's really grown on the both of them since, T'Challa's died, to be honest. But again, it just kind of makes me wonder. It's like, because obviously, it really broke their heart to really see their king, pass away from like a really bad illness to the point where it's like, a new Black Panther took over. And again, I guess a Teenage Huerta or something, I guess, is gonna have like some part in the movie. I don't even. I think I've seen that he literally played Namor in a Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and it's just like, okay, so yeah, I'm just kind of wondering how much of a role he's really gonna play in that movie, since he was in that last movie, even though I really did not watch it. It just, I don't know. I'm kind of confused about this whole thing because, I haven't really seen the second movie. I've only watched, the first movie. But honestly, like, again, seems like everything, like, I just hope, they really do. I hope they do a good job with balancing, also with balancing the story also with Shuri in the mix. Because it's like, apparently, because it's like it's been like already 6 years since the dude passed away from cancer and stuff, and it's just like, again, a lot of people suspected, I guess because he owned the rights to the character, which I think that's a little crazy to say. It's like now they got the Thing, or Ben Grimm's the Thing from Fantastic Four: The First Steps, which is weird because like they take place in another universe, but he's literally in the MCU, and I'm like, okay, I guess that makes sense. I don't know, because I'm sort of trying to understand that, but it's like, again, I guess I gotta remember, I mean, this is still the multiverse saga or the multiverse saga. So it's like, I guess it makes sense, but it's like, it's weird because, like, you know, the Fantastic Four takes place in another, you know, era, in another universe. And it's like, I kind of like how Mubako was just like, you know, he's all serious, and it's just like, you know, I'm kind of curious how big of a role the Thing is going to be, and including the rest of the Fantastic Four in Avengers Doomsday, because, like, hell, you got the Fantastic Four now on the same team as the Wakandans and the Avengers, and it's like, I cannot believe I'm literally saying those actual words straight from the horse's mouth. I mean, it's just, you know, it's like, not to mention, you got him wearing a cheesy Fantastic Four suit, I guess, lining up with all these other edgy superhero Marvel characters. I'm just kind of wondering, like, is that going to literally line up well in an edgy, modern-day MCU-like universe? Because, like, you know, I mean, the Fantastic Four took place in the 1960s, yet you got the MCU taking place in modern day. But yeah, like, honestly, Shuri really does seem like she makes a really good character in the MCU. I just kind of hope they're not trying to, you know, to be too much like Chadwick Boseman's, you know, Black Panther, which I don't know if that's harsh for me to say. Because again, she seems like she does a really good job as the character, and it's just like, honestly, I mean, I don't know if I'll ever watch Wakanda Forever, because, like, you know, to be really honest with you, it's like, I mean, it's not to say that she's a bad character or anything, or that, you know, she does a terrible job as a character. I just, you know, I don't want to feel like, you know, watching it was just an excuse to literally be like, you know, hey, this is Black Panther 2 starring, you know, R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman type of thing. It's just like, I don't know. Again, I'm not saying she's bad as a character, because I've never really seen her play that much as a character except for the first movie. But yeah, like, again, so I guess it cuts to black. The Wakandans and the Fantastic Four will return in Avengers Doomsday. Like, oh my god. It's like, because this is like literally the fourth trailer that they released in the past, like, 3-4 weeks or almost a month, and it's just like, I'm just kind of wondering what is going on, because, like, not even to mention, it's like, okay, like, so apparently these trailers are clues. They're not even what's gonna happen in the movie, or I don't know. I'm just kind of wondering, because a lot of things have been coming out in the past, like, 3-4 weeks, or I guess almost a month. It's like within the release of all these trailers in the past how long or so, and it's just like, I'm a little confused, because, like, I don't know, because I'm kind of wondering if the Russo brothers know what they're doing, or is it that, does Marvel know what they're doing? Because, like, I don't know. But again, it's just like, I didn't really watch Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I mean, I'm not going to say it's a bad movie. I've never watched it. Because, you know, personally, I don't want to seem like Chadwick Boseman is the only one who can take over the Black Panther mantle, because he's not. I just don't want to feel like I'm obligated to watch the second movie if I really, well, I'm not saying Black Panther was like the most perfect movie ever, even when it came out, because it's not. I mean, it was a decent movie with Chadwick Boseman as a really good actor, playing a pretty decent superhero. And it's just like, when they decided to kill him off, only because, you know, he died in real life, which kind of makes sense. Because, like, you know, because he had a lot of opportunities later on to be the Black Panther, even later on in the MCU after Endgame, and just like, you know, when he passed away, it just kind of felt like, the character went right along with him. And I'm like, maybe that's a bit much to say, but I don't know. That's what it kind of honestly feels like. But I don't know. It's like the dude seemed like he was a really decent guy, so yeah, rest in peace. But it's like all 4 trailers, they're straight up saying that none of this is gonna happen in the movie, and I'm like, okay, like, I'm sorry, what? So it's like, okay, why are they releasing all these goddamn trailers if none of this even really remotely happens in the movie? And I'm like, people literally said that Marvel's literally tricked us before, even with stuff like in Avengers Infinity War, when they literally tricked people that thinking that Hulk was going to be in there when he wasn't even in there for even like the majority of the movie. And I'm like, which I personally think that was kind of a missed opportunity. And it's like, now people are literally making jokes that, oh yeah, we're going to get Avengers Doomsday before GTA 6. I'm like, I am so tired of those GTA 6 jokes. I'm like, this ain't even about GTA 6, and I'm like, I'm kind of getting tired of those jokes, and I'm like, God only knows, we're probably going to have to hear those jokes for the next 10 years. And not to mention, because I haven't seen it on my YouTube account or YouTube channel, but they literally just started a live stream where I guess some people, I don't know if people actually do that, but they're literally sitting there and literally watching the thing literally just count down or something, and I literally screenshot some pictures of it, and I'm like, okay, they literally did this? I'm like, imagine people literally sitting there for like almost like a half a year, like 12 or 11 months, almost a year, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't even remotely see myself do that. Because again, it's like, it's kind of weird because it kind of reminds me when people will do, or I guess Netflix does those countdowns for like another season of a TV show. I don't even know if that even really is it being really anything like the same thing. I'm just kind of like, it's weird because like watching a countdown to a movie that isn't even out yet. I'm like, okay, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it does kind of give me a little hype for this movie because, like, it really seems like, Marvel is literally putting all their whole into it. It's like, it kind of seems like they're really wanting fans to experience this for all, I hope it's actually worth. I'm just kind of hoping, 7 years of no Avengers movies, I'm just kind of hoping they're not going to waste our time with this movie because, putting out this live stream, it just kind of seemed a little sudden. I mean, it just, because it's like, fans are literally experiencing a live event live on YouTube, and I just hope it's not really an excuse to literally, I guess, basically just have people literally, take off from work and not get zero sleep just because they want to watch a freaking 11-month-long live stream of a movie that doesn't even come out until like December 18th later this year. And I'm like, I don't know, it's like, I'm just kind of hoping, again, I wanted to say, it's like, I know I mentioned this already before, I'm just kind of wondering, like, what kind of place is Doctor Doom gonna have with the X-Men? And it's like, again, he's more of like a Fantastic Four character or a Fantastic Four villain, and it's just like, I'm kind of wondering, it's like, not to mention, I mean, it seems like there's going to be a lot of death and chaos in this movie, and I'm like, I kind of hope they're going to really be able to shove all this into a 3-hour and 40 to 45 minute movie, and it's like, they got so many characters they gotta worry about, and it's like, that's not even including Ben Grimm, but like the rest of the Fantastic Four team, like, Peter Pascal's Reed Richards, which, I mean, I'll admit, I wasn't sold on him as playing Mr. Fantastic, but I mean, I kinda am now, which I think he does a decent job, not to mention Joseph Quinn's Johnny Storm. I'm like, I kind of hope they're able to really fit enough with him in the movie. because again, they did say, I mean, that he was or is going to be in the movie. And it's just like, I kind of hope that they, you know, they fit their place pretty decently in the movie. You know, I'm just kind of hoping they're not jumbling too much into one 3-hour long movie. I'm just kind of wondering why the movie ain't 4 or 5 hours long. It's like, you know, you got all these characters, and it's like, what if Secret Wars becomes literally part 2 of Avengers Doomsday? And I'm like, just like from the fact that they literally jumbled in a bunch of, you know, characters, and you know, into one Avengers movie, and it's just like, I don't even understand why it's only 3 hours and 45 minutes. It's like, you know, because again, the movie could be like split into 2 parts, and it's like, not to mention, I also like wanted to say I was kind of getting a little irritated like shortly before the end of last year because they kept leaking a bunch of stuff, and it's just like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but it just kind of seems like the leaks, I mean, are kind of ruining the movie before the movie even comes out. I get people get excited for a new movie when it starts to come out or is coming out. Don't get me wrong, I completely understand. But it's just like, doesn't that kind of spoil the movie though? I mean, I don't know. It just kind of seems like they're kind of getting the load out of hand with it's like, Marvel, it just seems like they're like a victim of like movie leaks all the time. It's like, not to mention they had AI pictures of actors that, I don't know, somewhat looked real but then looked obviously fake at the same time, which I don't know how they end up really tricking people with this. It's like all these constant fake leaks and pictures of Avengers Doomsday actors that probably aren't even real, and I'm like, is this even legal to trick people like this with a movie that hasn't even been out yet? I mean, I don't know. It's like, I thought they were literally going to crack down on leakers literally doing this, but I guess, yeah, whatever. I mean, now they're still doing it. I mean, because, like, again, it's like they're literally ruining a movie before it even comes out. It's like, no wonder why people got all these random theories that either somewhat make sense or make no sense at all. And I'm like, I don't know. My excitement level is like whenever, you know, Chris Evans left Mjolnir in Avengers Endgame, and it's just like, now they're really possibly going to have a King Thanos in Avengers Doomsday, which is, you know, I kind of hope his interaction with, you know, the new Avengers, which then again, I don't even think he's really going to be interacting with them at all. I think he's really going to be against them with Doctor Doom and all that type of stuff, and it's just like, again, I'm kind of hoping that's not the case, because if another version of Thanos is going to be with Doctor Doom, oh god, they're screwed. I mean, because they even straight up said that, like, that Avengers Doomsday is probably going to be like Avengers Infinity War, so they're going to basically pull off another Avengers Infinity War, and I'm like, so they're going to literally be losing twice? Well, not in a row, but it's just like, I mean, it wasn't really often when that movie came out that, you know, a villain actually won. I even remember watching that movie with my mom, and she was so disappointed by the ending of that movie. I don't know, she wasn't definitely not a fan of that at all. Like, because I guess she's more of a fan of movies where it's like, you know, the hero always won, which I guess I kind of understand, but it's like, then again, it's like, why would you want to see the heroes depressed and lose? It's like, I don't know. Personally, it's like, I kind of hope they're not going to try to recreate that exact same scenario in Avengers Doomsday, but I don't know. Who knows? So, yeah, I guess that's it today for me talking about the Shuri and, I guess, Fantastic Four Ben Grimm trailer for Avengers Doomsday. Some part of me is kind of hoping they're not going to come up with the 5th teaser trailer. Well, literally, I'm busy. If they do, I might end up making another video on that too. So I guess I'll be commenting down below if you guys want to. Subscribe, share, so you guys are. Peace out.